The Bible is the epic unfolding story of the love of God, ultimately and most vividly revealed in Jesus Messiah, his death and resurrection for our salvation, and the establishment of his kingdom. And right now, you're being invited to enter the story. This week, the story begins with scene one called Pre-Creation. Right off the bat, we are immediately introduced to a powerful being called God, or Elohim in Hebrew. He existed from eternity past in an eternal friendship of three co-equal persons characterized by pure, other-centered love and oneness. This is why Genesis 1 will describe God as a he as well as an us, or an our, the nature of which will become clearer as the story unfolds. Thus we're ushered into scene 2 called Creation. For it's out of the Godhead's nature and experience of eternal, incomprehensible, and uncontainable love that God creates the universe to exist and thrive under his reign of love. And because his character and reign is based on love, as his creative act happened on earth, he creates humanity as his children, perfectly reflecting his image of love as his crowning act of creation. Tragically, the beautiful harmony of God's universal reign of love throughout all creation was interrupted by scene 3 called Fall. It originated in an angel called Lucifer in heaven who chose to rebel against God's character and reign of love, thus turning himself into Satan and bringing his rebellion to earth. By taking the form of a deceiving serpent in the Garden of Eden, Satan led Adam and Eve to fall by distrusting God's character and reign of love, thus laying the foundation for him to usurp God's reign on earth, which was delegated to humanity, and claim earth as his dominion. Nevertheless, the good news is first announced to us in scene 4 called Promise. God pronounces just judgment on Satan, the serpent, putting a check on his reign of selfishness, suffering, and evil that will result in his ultimate defeat. In doing so, God also makes the promise to redeem humanity, restoring us back into his image and reestablishing us under his reign of love on earth through the Messiah. He begins this promised plan of redemption by making a covenant, which is a relationship based on faithful love with humanity. First, through Adam and Eve, and then continued through Noah and his family. This sets the stage for the conflict between God's reign of other-centered love and Satan's counter-reign of selfishness that will be played out through humanity on earth for the rest of the unfolding story. This is what we'll see in all the events leading up to the flood, the Tower of Babel after the flood, and then the tragic suffering and wrestling with God's character of love in the face of evil brought about by Satan in the experience of Job. We'll be in scene 4 called Promise for several months as we watch God remain faithful to covenant in spite of humanity's unfaithfulness in a way that preserves our free will and anticipates the coming Messiah who will faithfully fulfill the covenant, thus reconciling us to God. So enjoy your journey through the unfolding story. And if you're in a group right now, then I want to invite you right now to please pause this and take a moment to answer the following 4 questions.